So here we are, Chad, not in Boise.
Correct, we're not in Boise, but sometimes that can be cool. We are on the beautiful Bruneau Canyon.
Chad, I've lived here for 15 years. I've never been able to find this canyon. Actually, the last time I came here, I got lost, took a wrong turn, and wrecked my Subaru.
Really? Because it's pretty clearly marked on the way out.
It's not. The dunes are clearly marked 2 miles that way. Very easy. Okay, I might have missed the sign. I think they were repairing it when I drove by last time.
I think it's bigger than the sign for the Bruneau Dunes.
I definitely should have seen the one stop.
Yeah, Hot Springs Road is where you're gonna go. Nice, lovely drive out. The last little bit is dirt road. You can take a trip out to the Bruneau Canyon, hike along the rim. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. And then after you do that, you can come back into your campsite at the Bruneau Dunes and take in the observatory at night. And then the next morning, you can get up, rent a couple of boards, and slide down the dunes.
This is actually my first time seeing the canyon.
The thing I like most about this canyon is you can come here, at most I've ever seen one car at the Overlook. If you want to just escape town and escape like everything and sit on a rock and stare out into the abyss for a while and just chill, this is an amazing place. And you can hear the river going down there right now, right? The Bruneau River is kind of cruising down through the canyon. If you were doing the dunes, I would hate for somebody to miss the opportunity to come out here. And it's a magical spot. I mean, it's not very many places you can come stand at a 1,000-foot deep canyon in the middle of the desert and have pretty much zero people around you. So we're at this beautiful canyon, and I have seen rattlesnakes out here before, so I think it's good to be rattlesnake wise. One of the things you can do when you're hiking with rattlesnakes is you can they'll stop if you're scared of them once in a while. Boom, boom, boom. They can sense the ground vibration. I love hiking poles to help with my knees. And you can also stick those out in front of you a little bit if you want. And just keep your eyes in front of you and watch out to see if there's any snakes. Now, if you haven't heard a rattlesnake before and you hear something that sounds like zzz, that's the rattlesnake politely reminding you that they are there. And they will normally do that. So they're actually a really nice snake to hike around because they give you a little alarm when you're there. So you just want to be aware of that. And then the next thing you want to be aware of is use a little common sense. It's a 1,000-foot deep canyon, okay? So don't walk right up to the edge if you're not comfortable with walking right up to the edge, right? Hiking poles might give you a little bit of stability, but still use common sense, people. The trail goes along this, right at the Overlook. Of course, it's safe for children. There's big fences, nobody can get through that. But once you start down this canyon rim, you're on your own.
Well, Chad, you were right. This is an awesome canyon. This is a beautiful place. But there are a lot of rocks on the ground. I'd like to sleep on something softer, and I'd like to check out the stars. So let's head back to the sand dunes. Let's check out the observatory. But first, we're gonna take a quick 30-second break. Stay with us. We'll be right back at the Bruneau Sand Dunes.
It's the Boise Convention and Visitors Bureau's mission to enhance the economy by promoting the Boise area as a destination for conventions, corporate meetings, trade shows, leisure travel, sporting and cultural events. Visit boise.org and start planning your next visit today. Ranked as one of the top 15 health systems in the U.S., St. Luke's is home to Idaho's only children's hospital, largest cancer center, and amazing people dedicated to your best health and life. Learn more at stlukesonline.org.
Okay, so we've made it back to Bruneau Sand Dunes, and this is the Wagon Wheel campsite. This is great. They've got hookups for RVs, they've got picnic tables, fire pits, bathrooms, even showers. So we have decided to set up camp here and wait for night to fall when we'll head over to the observatory and check out the stars.
So from mid-March until about mid-October, we have our observatory evenings here. And you can come out, we have a solar scope where you can view the sun, we play videos, have a live presentation, and then you can use our telescopes to view stars and planets, galaxies, nebulae.
All right, so we've woken up. We decided to stay the night because we wanted to get here early and get our boards, because later in the day, there's a good chance you might not be able to rent one.
She said in the summertime by 11 o'clock in the morning, it's 80 degrees. So if you really want to get a board, come in the morning, get a board. You can keep it all day, but after it hits 80 degrees at the dunes, they don't rent them. They also said after the sand reaches 80 degrees, wear socks because it can burn your skin. And then you come out here and they reiterate it again with a caution, sand temperatures can reach extreme levels, please use caution. So kind of like at the Bruneau Canyon, use a little common sense, people. If you go out there and the sand feels super hot, wear some socks, wear some chacos, and have some fun. You may be wondering, how did these dunes get here? And just for a note, this dune over here is the tallest single structure dune in North America. Over thousands of years, this little dip in this valley here has collected sands from all around these plateaus. So that's how these dunes have formed. Now, to go on the dunes and have some fun, you can take either my preferred is the set upon sled board, of which you're going to wax every time you go up and down, and you can go quite fast. My children are experiencing that right now in the background. And as John prefers, the snowboard style sandboard, which you can put your feet in, lock in, and go down with like a snowboard. Some other things to expect while you're out there is wear glasses and keep your mouth shut. Because the first time I came down, I wasn't wearing glasses and I was like, hey, 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 and I got a mouthful of sand and sand in my eyes too. So other than that, have fun. You can wipe out in the sand, it's soft and nothing's gonna happen to you. Now, once again, these boards, they give you a little thing of wax, just like that, wee little bitty thing. Every time you go up the dune, you're gonna hike up. Before you go down, you're gonna wipe off all the sand off the bottom of your board. And then for the entire board, you're just gonna take this wax and wax and wax and wax. That's what this does. So it makes your board just like haul down the dunes. Ready, set, go! Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. That's where you gotta keep your mouth shut. Oh, shit. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, you know, maybe not wearing a hat's a good idea too. I did not keep my mouth shut, so I'm kind of like chewing. I don't know if you can hear that. Nice abrasion, teeth whitening thing going on. But very crunchy. Yeah.
So Chad, there's more to do than just sandboarding and sand sledding. They also have this great lake over here that offers other opportunities.
Yeah, people just go out there on their stand-up paddle boards. You can cool off in the afternoon with a nice dip in the lake. People bring their canoes and other watercraft out here to fish.
I even saw a nice lady painting.
Yes, it's another activity, plein air painting. She was just standing out there painting this really beautiful watercolor of the lake and the big dune.
So maybe you do your hikes on the sand and your sandboarding, sand sledding in the morning, and then you come out here and you hit the lake in the afternoon, cool off, put your feet in. Other thing, this lake, because there is water, it also comes with mosquitoes.
Okay, common sense. Bug spray every time you go in the outdoors, sunblock, water, okay? Three things, people, the three pillars of the outdoors, if you will. Well, it's starting to heat up, and I would say this lake water feels real nice, cools me down. My favorite part about today was the teeth whitening abrasion from the Bruneau sand dunes that I got. Well, I told myself to keep my mouth shut. I was just like, ah, woo, hee. And I think my teeth are a bit whiter.
You actually have some sand still left in your beard as well, so I think you might have to wash yourself off in the lake.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for watching this episode of Go To Boise. Please subscribe to the channel for weekly adventures in Idaho and beyond. Follow us on social media. If you have any questions for us, we would love to see it in the comments section. We want to give a special thanks to our sponsors. They truly are what makes Boise great. More information about them is right there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.